It says we're live now. Um, Let me check my mobile device, make sure everything is on the up and up because I'm doing everything solo with the producing and everything. If you hear an echo, I'm sorry. It's my first time doing this, so bear with us. So bear with me. Let me check my mobile device. Hope everybody's doing okay today. All right, check my mobile device. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Okay, we're good. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition, a supplemental video on Collect All Monsters, another 5-point inspection review. And I'm not alone here. As you can see, to the left of me, I have my beautiful wife, my partner in life, also known as Queen GMK, the one and the only Sandra Chambers. How you doing, Sandra?
I am doing wonderful, 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 wonderful.
And we're doing a 5-point inspection review on Sandra's latest figure acquisition, and it's of the Blackheart models, large scale bust of the GMK Godzilla. Sandra, I think you like the GMK Godzilla a little bit, don't you?
Woo! Yes, it's the next thing best to you, baby.
So we're going to do a 5-point inspection review of this awesome product. Let me throw up some comments in the chat right now. We got Fancies of Cats. He says, I applaud anyone with the patience to assemble and paint a kit. I will go crazy in 5 minutes and just dip it in wacky color to make a safubi. He also says, I love looking at big bust. Oh, baby. Helmet's in the chat. He said, what's up, everyone?
Tell me.
Westish, he says, yo. Or we got Kyle Yao. He's in the chat.
Wow.
He said, what's up, my GMK fans?
Yes, yes. GMK.
And Black Dolls Matter. That's John Ruffins people.
Hey.
He said, hey, yo, I'm with John. It's his birthday. Oh,
That's
right.
right.
Birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday to John.
Happy birthday to John.
Yep.
Absolutely. Um, Hope you have a great birthday, my friend. Can't wait to see you. No, that's right. Oh, I can't talk about that right now. But I want to wish you a happy birthday on behalf of Sandra and everybody here at Collect All Monsters. We love you, John, whenever you get a chance to see this. And on top of us doing this review, um, I got some a small announcement in regards to next week's show. Because last week on Collect All Monsters, I did the stream with the Galloping Ghost, Kaiji Kobo, Brainchild, Dot Mac, as well as Marcellus Winters and Greg Betters. Please check their video out. Now we're doing a 5-point inspection review of the large bust GMK Godzilla from Blackheart models. And next week will be our monthly episode, our March episode of Collect All Monsters, where we're doing a massive celebration of the 50th anniversary of Terror of Mechagodzilla. Yes, next Saturday marks the 50th anniversary of that awesome film of Terror of Mechagodzilla, and I can't wait to talk about that film. And they're going to have an announcement in regards to that show and in regards to something special we're doing on our group, the Collect All Monsters Collectors Facebook group, in the lead up to that episode. All right, so please stay tuned to the very end of this 5-point inspection review for that. Tamiko, she's in the chat. She said hello.
Hey.
All right. And this is the fourth 5-point inspection review that we have done here on Collect All Monsters. The first one was the 1954 Godzilla, the one-up one from WonderFest 2023 that Kyle did. The second one was the premium statue from Mondo of Godzilla Tokyo SOS. David Dopko did that one. And I did the most recent one last year with Jonathan Portman of the Titanic Creations 30 centimeter figure of Gorgo from the film of the same name. And now here we are with another one. This is the fourth. Quite possibly, probably the best 5-point inspection review that we have done. So Sandra, without further ado, why don't you talk about when did you get this collectible and why did you get it? I mean, we know why you got it. You know what I'm saying? We know why you got it. But if you could talk a little bit about, the the events that led up to you getting this thing in the first place, we're all ears.
Sure. Hey everyone. So last year at G Fest 2024, going through the dealer's room and it was massively packed. And I walked by, and anytime I see something GMK, it's going to stop me in my tracks. I said, wait a minute, Leslie, come here. I said, man, look at here. I said, look at that GMK. I said, this is awesome. So I began to ask George about, do you have more of these? He said, no, I don't have any more. I was like, are you kidding me? You don't have any more? I was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die right now. And he said, no. I've got some not here, but I got one back, where I live, and I'll send it to you. I said, okay. So I got went ahead and paid for the figure, and the actual resin kit was $350. So just want to let you know that. So then I had him send it to Marcellus Winters, and I just got this figure, 2-3 days ago. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna stop right there. I mean, as you can see what we're looking at right now, how beautiful this is.
Yeah, Marcellus did his thing on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the history behind Blackheart Models, in case you don't know, is run by George Stevenson. Um, he's out of the company's out of Maplewood, Minnesota. Founded by George Stevenson in 2009. And this bust is of the GMK Godzilla from the awesome film Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Um, and it is 16 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and sculpted by Chris Elizardo. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. And actually, the price point, we'll get to that momentarily. Um, but in addition to Godzilla here, he also has done Blackheart Models, has done a bust of other popular characters in pop culture. He's done the classic Universal monsters. He's done the classic Wolfman from the 1941 film, Frankenstein's monster from the original film, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, Predator Unmasked, where he's got the thousand teeth, stretching his mouth out. He's done Pumpkinhead. So please go to that website, blackheartmodels.com, if you want this GMK bust of Godzilla or the other characters that I mentioned, and there are other characters up there as well. In addition to their inventory on their website, they also have a section of the website where they can offer tips and advice on how to build these things if you're not able to build and paint it yourself. They also has a gallery of customers that have built and painted their bus that they purchased through the website and have it up there, and soon Sandra will be up there with her beautiful face along with GMK. Um, so it's a really, really great website, and it's a great business. And I remember when we were going through the dealer's room at G Fest, and um, this was G Fest last year, 2024, and you all know if y'all been to G Fest, the dealer's room is awesome. There are so many great products, Godzilla collectibles, even pop cultures. There's even a little bit of superhero stuff in there, but it's mostly Godzilla and Kaiju. Hence why it's at G Fest. There's so many things there: figures, model kits, posters, clothing, Safubi, big, giant, small, and everything in between. And I have to say, I think Sandra actually walked out of the dealer's room with more stuff than I did
I
that year.
did.
Um, and we went through the dealer's room at least 2 or 3 times, because going through there once is kind of hard not going back up in there. And we came across the bust, I want to say on that Saturday afternoon. And once Sandra saw it, she was like, I gotta have it. And she was like, can Marcellus do it? I was like, yeah, I think I can have him do it. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, he sold out. And the only one that was there on display was the one on display. Um, and he said, "Look, if you pay for it now, Mr. Stevenson, I'm talking about. If you pay for it now, I'll have it out, sent out to Marcellus the following week. I know it's your first time dealing with us, but I can promise you, I will have this off to Marcellus the following week, and he absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in the future, if he has something that I want, I wouldn't mind going back and working with him again. So I highly recommend Blackheart Models. And again, check out their website, blackheartmodels.com. Let's see, let's pull up some more. Let's put some more comments in the chat. Nathaniel Plummer says, "You're a very lucky guy, Leslie. Everything about Sandra is wonderful." Well,
Oh, thank you.
thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Just don't say Godzilla around her. Um, she goes, she doesn't like that. That's one of the reasons why that when I watch Godzilla vs. Biollante, I have to watch the Japanese version because in the English version they call him Godzilla like every other time, and I think they do it in the '91 film too. So those two films I can't really watch around Sandra because she was like, "Oh, it's Zilla, not Ziller." Am I right, Sandra?
Yes, I'll say Godzilla. I said, where'd they get that R from?
Yeah. Adrian Settle. What's up, A? What's
Hey,
going on?
Adrian.
Yeah, look at this beautiful couple and this awesome statue. Thank you very much. Um, Here's another comment. Frederick C. Acott Jr. He says, "Greetings, Leslie and Sandra. Have you collected the Godzilla Zero minus one figure?" No, I haven't. I haven't, and I'm sure Sandra hasn't either. See, Sandra, when it comes to collecting, she's very particular with what she wants to have in her collection, and that's fine. But she doesn't have that one. I'm sure if she did see it, I think that's a Fubi piece. So more likely she would get it if the opportunity presented itself. Um, um, but going back to the bust again, this was built and painted by Marcellus Winters. We just got it back, I think, last weekend. And let me pull up some photographs of this thing right fast. Let's see. It's my first time doing this. Let's see. There you go. Look at that, all built and painted, all his glory. Marcelo should be in the chat. He said he may pop up and explain some of the things that he did to bring this bus to life. But look at that. The bus looks amazing. It looks awesome. Um, it is so, oh God. And it's the thing. When it came in last week, Sandra was not here. She was out running errands. And I, of course, I volunteered.
I didn't tell him to do it either, right?
I volunteered to unbox it. Because even though Sandra and I were married, we love each other, but at the same time, we can be very territorial when it comes to our collectibles. Like if I have a box day, she normally doesn't really open it unless I tell her to. And the same thing with, or ask her to, 'cause I can't tell Sandra nothing. but but Sandra, and I extend the same courtesy to her. Like, look, it's her box, it is her package, it is her figure. I want to ask, like, babe, can I open it and make sure everything's on the up and up? I know everything would be. I just want to see it first myself, to be perfectly honest. And I opened it up, and it was in great condition, excellent condition. I sent her a small little picture of it while she was out running errands, and she was like, "I'm on my way home." Oh, Marcel's in the chat. He said, "What's
Marcellus!
going on, man?" Kai Out said the creative choices made for that GMK bust are top notch. Love the moment in the movie where he rises from the bay and the fishing trawler goes up with him. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Tamika said little bro did the damn thing. Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'll bring up more pictures as we move along here. So, but let's go into the 5 point special reviews. The reason why we're here, and here at Collect All Monsters, we go through 5 categories. Okay, the first category is style points, the wow factor. Okay, number 2 is show me the money, the price point. Number 3, the monster aesthetic, the likeness to the monster. 4 is production quality, and 5 is dealer's choice, basically the overall impression. So Sandra, you're in the hot seat. You're doing the inspection. So let's start off with number 1. Style points, wow factor. What do you think? Does it wow you? The socks off you? What does it do?
Absolutely. I am barefooted right now. I'm trying to tell you. This is magnificent. I am really gonna have to say this is my favorite GMK right now. This is absolutely marvelous. I mean, if I had to pick, you know, well, if I didn't have to pick, all of them would be number one. But right here, this one bumped out the X Plus for me. The detail is just amazing. The even the nails where the color just fades in. The teeth. I mean, the water. You got water dripping off his arms. It's wet. Got the wet look to it. The waves. I mean, this is a piece of art. This is talent. Talent, talent, talent. Marcellus Winters, thank you so much, my brother. You really knocked this into heaven because this thing right here, whew, if the house caught on fire, I'd grab this daggone statue and take it. I love it. I really do. It is absolutely beautiful.
So 1 through 5, what would you give it?
Oh, five.
Okay.
Plus.
All right. Let's go to the next price point. The price point is show me the money. Excuse me. The next category, excuse me, is price point. Show me the money. And I alluded to it earlier. This thing costs $395 plus shipping, which is like maybe $50. Which
Yeah.
still ain't really ain't
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
Considering that this is a resin piece, it's very delicate. It's very brittle, but it's also very heavy. I think the price point, um, this should be way more expensive. Like, what do you think, Sandra?
Well, if anybody can get this for 350 plus the shipping, you need to go ahead and grab it. If you desire a GMK piece, look, if he has that same one and can give you that same offer, I will jump on it because it is a super duper nice pieces because there are pieces out there now, kits that are not even as big as this one. Like Leslie said, this is 16 inches, 16 inches tall. So if you like GMK, you desired it, grab that kit. If you don't know of anybody that can paint it, we've got several referrals, but I'll tell you, Marcellus Winters, that's your man. He did a phenomenal job with this GMK. And the price point 350 plus the shipping 395 all in. That's I couldn't got it anywhere else cheaper. I don't think so.
Absolutely. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this thing is 14 inches tall, almost 16 inches tall,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
That's roughly the size of an S Plus Gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it costs way less than that, you know what I'm saying? I think the price point for this bus is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Perfect,
Mm-hmm.
if you will, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
considering what you get out of it. So 1 through 5. Another 5?
Five.
You got 5 on
I got five on it.
it? All right, number 3. The monster aesthetic. The likeness to the monster. Sandra, does this thing look like the GMK Godzilla rising up out of the ocean?
What? That's my thing. What? Yes, it looks absolutely the likeness, absolutely wonderful. I love it. I was thinking about this because I like hedgerows too, and I was like, man, that would be cool if they had Biolante or Biolante coming out the water because I like Biolante and hedgerow. I said, man, it'd be cool if they had a resin kit like that too. Hint, hint, hint. But yeah, definitely the likeness 100. I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, the likeness is really cool. Um, Before we go into the next uh, aspect, or at least the next point of the review, uh, if you could name one thing on this bus that is your favorite, like, and I know the whole thing's your favorite, I get it, but what is the one thing that It is your favorite thing? Is it the eyes? Is it the dorsal plates? Is it the teeth? Is it the water
Bro,
base?
I cannot just pick out one thing. I mean, this is like there's so many angles of things that are just so marvelous about that. From the water, because this looks like the ocean water going up to the eyes, to the dorsal plates, to the mouth, to the nails, to the teeth. I'm like, I can't really. It's just so genuinely perfect piece. I mean, I don't think that I have seen an actual GMK resin, well, any resin figure of anything that I've ever saw. And I know you got a lot of resins, but I've never seen someone so close to the movie. The color of the suit is the suit after. Everything's just perfect. I can't just pick out one thing. It's all. It's all one and done.
If I had to pick one thing, if you're asking me, I'm torn between two things. It's either the dorsal plates or the eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's amazing.
Let's answer questions from GFan84. Yes, Marcellus did this. So if you want, because I've seen your post on the Kaiju Builders Kit Club, GFan84. I know you contract with Mark Sang, and he is awesome too.
Yes, he is. Yes.
He's awesome too. Um, but also, Marcellus, he's also does awesome work. I've showcased him many times on Collect All Months before. So if you have another project and let's say Mark Sang is busy, hit up Marcellus, you know what I'm saying, and work something out. Because as you can see here, his work is amazing. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Nathaniel Plummer said, Marcellus, you put the God in Godzilla, enough said.
There you go. I like that.
um, Kyle said it's a little stylized to me, but that's a good thing. There are so many pieces out there that look exactly like the movie suit. I dig a bit of flair. I dig a bit of flair in a GMK sculpt, and that's cool. But you
Yeah,
know what?
absolutely.
That's the thing. And yes, it may be stylized to a certain degree, but when I see this statue of Godzilla, as as you see here with the picture here, it reminds me of Godzilla on that poster, where Godzilla is in the background. At least he's hovering above all the other monsters that have a face shot, and his claw is partially exposed. That's what I see when I see this sculpt of the Blackheart models GMK Godzilla bust. Um, but again, this thing is absolutely amazing. So you said monster aesthetic, lightness of the monster, 1 out of 5.
Fine.
5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's go to the next point. Production quality, meaning the materials that was used to bring this thing to life. Of course, resin and of course the paints that Marcellus used to um, put everything together. With the water, the surging bubbles of the water, and of course Godzilla himself. So what do you think? Production quality.
Absolutely wonderful. Like I said, I'm hit back on this water. It's when I first saw some of the work that Marcellus did a couple years ago, I was like, man, this guy's got some talent. It's like, how does he do that? I was like, he is amazing. Um, Again, Marcellus, you knocked it out of the park. This water, what? It looks just like the ocean water, it just comes up. You got it. Got the wetness on, coming off his body. Like you could tell he's been in the water. Production wise, the dorsal plates, dude, it's sick. It's really, really sick. It's awesome. Production wise, awesome. I give it a 5.
Yeah, I give it a 5 too. All right, perfect score so far. Now we got the last one, dealer's choice. Overall impression. Do you recommend? Go for it, babe.
Absolutely. Like I said, if you don't have one and you like GMK, you need to get one. I tell you, I would brag on this thing. Like I said, no one has one like this. No one that's been made like this, that's been painted like this. Um, It's absolutely marvelous. So if Marcellus duplicates that again, that'd be awesome. But hey, this right here, I can say this is one of a kind right now, as far as the paint and all that on there. So
So it's a five.
absolutely.
And Marcellus is actually working on one more. Remember Jordan
Mm-hmm.
that did the that GMK discussion with me, you, and Colin all those
Mm-hmm.
years ago? Because
Mm-hmm.
he's a huge fan of GMK.
Yes, yes, Jordan. Look, this is what you get to look forward to. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It needs its own shelf by itself, you know?
Even though he tried to clown me by saying it's nice to see that Sandra got her GMK and see Leslie jealous. I'm jealous. I'm paraphrasing here. Well, Jordan, like I told you on Facebook, technically Sandra and I are married. We're not technically, we are married, and so um, what half of hers is hers, and what's mine is hers.
I was gonna say you gonna say that right. You know, that's why you kind of stuttered. I'm looking at you. I'm like, okay, mess it up if you want to.
I do kind of own it just a little bit, you know, but all jokes aside, when Marcellus get this thing up and running, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
It might possibly shoot up to the top of your list as your favorite collectible in your collection. Um, but the thing is great, and as you can see here, I got the S Plus Gigantic Series GMK Godzilla up against the bust here, just to give you an idea how big this bust is. And even though Sandra said that the bust is her favorite, at some point, myself, Sandra, and Kyle, and Jordan, if he's interested, we're all going to get together and we're going to round off our top three or top five GMK Godzilla collectibles. You know what? Let's put it out into existence. Let's try and get that done before G Fest. You know, I know Kyle, if you're still in the chat, you know, I know you're down with that. I know you got Sofubi GMKs and other stuff in your collection. So we're going to talk about our top three or top five favorite GMK Godzillas in our collection. And I'm willing to bet, Sandra, that this bus will be in the conversation, right?
absolutely.
So overall, um, style points, show me the money, price point, monster aesthetic, production quality, dealer's choice, overall impression. It gets a perfect score for you. Five, 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 five.
Five, 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 five.
And I couldn't agree more because this thing is absolutely amazing. This thing is absolutely amazing. Marcellus, you did such a wonderful job, my friend. I really do appreciate it. You made my queen happy. And the fact that you know, put your heart and soul into this
Yes,
is just so amazing. It really is amazing. So
much appreciated.
much appreciated. Um, and again, if you're into these busts, please hit up um, blackheartmodels.com or check out or try and reach out to George Stevenson on Facebook. He is on Facebook if you're interested in the GMK bust or if you're interested in any of the other busts you may take a liking to on the website. And again, you can, if you don't have a way to build and paint it yourself, I mean, there are so many great artists in our community that you can contact. Of course, Marcellus Winters, David Dopko, Steve Savajoli, Burley Vane, Greg Betters, John LeGrand. There's so many people that I know would love to take you up as a client. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna showcase a couple of Greg Betters works because he's done a couple of busts from Blackheart models, and one he actually won first place at the models room in G Fest I think this year.
He did.
He did. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the actually it's of this bust of the 2014 Godzilla from the legendary film. And look at that. That thing is so amazing. And I told Greg when I did an interview with him a couple months ago that in my opinion this is the absolute best collectible of the legendary Godzilla ever. I think that the likeness to the 2014 Godzilla is epic. The paint job is even more epic. Um, and like I said, I'm gonna show you the pic where he won first place in the models room. Just bear with me. Um, where's it at? There's it. There it is. There it is. Let me pull it up here. See, it has a ribbon in his mouth. You know, whatever. So again, these busts are absolutely great. They're absolutely phenomenal. And I can't recommend these enough. Um, so, Sandra, with that being said, we're going to close out the 5 point inspection review. Before I do my last minute housekeeping, let me find an appropriate um, photograph to send us off with. Which one should I do? Let's see. You know what? Let's see. This one right here. There you go. There you go. So, Sandra, final thoughts. What do you got to say about the Blackheart Model's large scale bust of the GMK Godzilla, your latest figure acquisition? What do you say?
If you don't have one, you need to get one because this is the best piece, the best Godzilla. GMK.
And what do you have to say about Marcella's work on this thing?
Marcellus, I tell you, like I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. You did an amazing, phenomenal, marvelous, glorious job. I am so thankful. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see what else I can find.
um, so let me go to a few comments before I go to the last bit of news. Helmy asks, will you guys be going to G Fest this year?
Yes, we will be at G Fest.
Yes, we at first we were going to skip out on G Fest because we're going to Japan in November, and they're still going down. Um, Marcellus, he's going with us, and John Ruffin.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought that because going to Japan, this is our first time going. It's a really huge financial undertaking, and we've been busting our behinds working to save as much money as we can. So we thought that maybe G Fest wouldn't be in the cards. But we found out that if we actually drive and not spend a whole bunch of money on plane tickets and rental cars and all the other mess, we'll save more by actually driving our personal car. Um, so we are able to squeeze in G Fest this year. At first, I thought we wasn't going to make it, or we weren't going to make it, but we are. And also by us taking our personal car, Sandra can hit up the dealer's room and buy half of it out, and we can pack it in the car versus trying to figure out how to bring things back on a commercial flight. But we'll definitely be at G Fest. So if you're going to G Fest, that means we get to see you twice this year. We're going to see you at G Fest, and we'll definitely see you in Japan.
Yep.
Um, so can't wait for that. Um, but if y'all have any questions for Sandra before we get up out of here, um, please please just type them in right fast before we go. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and do the last housekeeping piece of news. But again, Sandra, you did a great job with the 5 point inspection. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we highly recommend this piece.
Yes.
Piece, along with the others that we have reviewed. Again, the Mondo Tokyo SOS Godzilla, the One Up Godzilla 54, the Gorgo Titanic Creations. Trust me, we wouldn't do these 5 point special reviews on things that we wouldn't recommend, honestly. But this is so great. And I'm gonna show it again next week on our show and tell. Speaking of next week, again, as I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, next week, next Saturday, today, a week from today, marks the 50th anniversary, the official 50th anniversary of the final film of the Godzilla Showa film series, 1975's Terror of Mechagodzilla. And on Collect All Monsters, we're going to showcase our favorite collectibles from the film, talk about the film itself. It's going to be a great show. And also, in the lead up to the show, on our group of Collect All Monsters, Monster Collectors, excuse me, we're asking all our members to post anything and everything that you have from Terror of Mechagodzilla, whether that's figures, posters, artwork, or whatever. If it came from Terror of Mechagodzilla, please post in the group all week long, and we're going to gather a bunch of those photographs and show them on the show. So please do that. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you a reminder in the group on like a post tomorrow or maybe on Monday. But that is what's going down on our group. Collect All Monsters, Monster Collectors, all week celebration, to Terror of Mechagodzilla before we get up to the official anniversary next Saturday. So we hope to see all the pictures, all the Titanos, all the Mecha Godzillas, all the Godzillas, and all that good stuff. If you have anything from Terra Mecha Godzilla, post it in the group, and you never know, you may see it on the show next week. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody in the chat for being here for this 5-point inspection review. I think Sandra did a wonderful job. Let's give her a round of applause. Woohoo! You did a great job, babe. I'm sure you have not seen the last of Sandra on this show. You have not seen the last of her doing a 5-point inspection review. I think you got something special coming, don't you?
Yeah.
Something real special.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give a little hint of what that is, just a little bit?
You can.
Let's just say it's a one of a kind piece of everybody's favorite pollution monster. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm saying? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But in the meantime, hit up blackheartmodels.com. Get you this awesome GMK bust of the GMK Godzilla. Have Marcellus or Greg or David or Steve or whoever paint it for you, and you will have a wonderful kind piece. Yes. And again, post those pictures of everything pertaining collectible-wise to Terra Mecha Godzilla on our Collect All Monsters Collectors group. And we'll definitely see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, here on Collect All Monsters for our monthly March episode where we are celebrating the anniversary, the official 50th anniversary of Terror of Mecha Godzilla. All right, so thank you to Sandra. I love you so much. I love you, babe. And I love the GMK Godzilla and everybody in the chat. Really do appreciate y'all being here. Now, until next time, our planet may be doomed, our Earth devastated, the monsters are in revolt, and civilization is in chaos. We must unite and, say it, Sandra.
Yep.
Collect all monsters! Y'all have a good night. We gone.